Vaibhav Garg, the nutritionist for MTV Superfight League. Thank you for joining us today. Tell me, how different is it working with pro fighters versus other athletes?
So previously I've actually worked with international cricketers, and what's different here is with international cricketers, I mean, we can be off by a few kgs if I talk about weight, right? But specifically with pro fighters, we have to be the weight has to be exactly precise down to the last gram, right? So it's not only challenging for them, but it's challenging for us as nutritionists as well, you know, so because we have to design their plans in such a way that they lose weight in the most efficient manner, but then they gain the weight back as well, and, you know, the performance should not be hampered at all. So those are the things that we keep in mind, and I mean, that's the difference mainly working with the pro fighters here.
I've heard from a lot of fighters they lose almost 6 to 8 kilos 2 to 3 days before their fight. And cutting weight that much in such a short time causes a lot of dehydration. Well, they lose weight with dehydration. How dangerous is it, considering the mind and body basically takes 48 hours to come back?
It is definitely very dangerous, right? I obviously discourage them from losing weight in the form of water, plainly, right? But then there are drastic situations wherein they have to be on weight. Maybe we have 24 hours, 48 hours. They have to make weight, because if they don't, they won't be allowed to fight, right? So yes, it's very damaging to all the organs, to the brain, especially to the kidney as well. But then that's where we come in, right? So we have to design plans in such a way that they lose weight in the most efficient manner. So what I do is basically I regiment their plan in such a way they start losing weight maybe a kilo or a kilo and a half each day until their way in, right? And then I design their recovery in such a way that I feed them with a lot of isotonic drinks, a lot of electrolytes, right? Make sure that recovery is in such a way that they're on weight and they've gained enough weight, and, you know, they're ready for their fights. So that's how we do it.
Have you faced any challenges with any fighters where, you know, they're not making weight, or at the same time it's becoming a real tough task to make sure they're there?
Yes, obviously there have been a lot of fighters. They get a lot of stick from me as well. Some of them go binge on junk as well, right? So they get it from me, but then I put them back on a plan. Some of the fighters who don't make weight 1 week sometimes, right? I work with them the entire week, cut them down slowly by slowly, and we've seen the results as well, right? These guys have been speaking to a lot of fighters. They'll also testify to the fact that these diets have actually worked with them. A lot of them, especially the Indian fighters, they really don't know a lot about diets and how to implement them, how to use supplements to their advantage. So that's where I've actually come, educated them a lot on the right use of supplements. It's not only about proteins and BCAAs. There's a lot more out there. There's a lot of supplements. There are a lot of drinks that they have to use, using water as a supplement, using things like coconut water as a supplement. I mean, there's a lot going on. There are a lot of technicals that I discuss with them, and that's what's basically helped them perform to the best of their abilities.
So it's very specific, and, you know, there has to be a plan for each fighter individually.
That's true, that's true. It's very specific for each individual, yes.
Well, I think I need to come to you after SFL. Maybe I need a specific diet for me too. Thank you for joining us today, and hope we see you around.
You're welcome. Thank you.